Students, in this video we are going to learn about networking basics and multimedia. First, you should know what is computer network. When multiple computers and other devices are interconnected through wired medium or wireless medium to share data and other resources, it is called as computer network. Each computer that is connected to a network is called as node. What are the need for these computer networks? First is resource sharing. So in a network, when the computers are connected together, we can access data, programs, resources like a hard disk, printer, scanners, modem, then peripheral devices, electronic mail, licensed software, etc. in a network. Okay, so even within it can be with distance of few feet or few miles or hundreds or even thousands of miles from the other computers in the network. We can be able to share resources, exchange data, programs in the same way as they would if they were set up locally. Next is reliability. In a computer network, backups of important and crucial information may be kept on several machines so that if one computer is out of order or get spoiled, so information can be retrieved from the other computer in a network. Next, reduction of installation cost. So in a network setup of computers, the sharing of costly peripherals like printers, scanners, LCD, CD writers, etc. among the users leads to a substantial reduction of the cost in the installation. Next is communication. It facilitates communication in a network computers. Users can send mails, documents, or other important data within the network by saving the time and also the money. Then the security of data. Network computers ensure security of data by enforcing authenticity and authorization rules for the users. Next is types of different computer networks. So computers are connected to form a network. It can be within a room or a small area such as school or college, or they may far apart, for example in two different cities or countries. So these networks are categorized in types like personal area network, local area network, metropolitan area network, and wide area network. Let's see one by one in detail. First is personal area network. It refers to a network where an individual connects his or her personal devices for data share within 10 meters or about 30 feet. Some personal area network are created using wires, while most are connected to wireless medium like Bluetooth or infrared, etc. Next is local area network. It is a computer network that covers a relatively small area like single building or group of buildings. But they transmit data very fast, but only up to a limited distance. They are generally owned by individuals or organizations, for example, in an office or in a school, etc. Next is metropolitan area network. It connects two or more local or campus area networks together, but cannot be extended more than boundaries of a town or a city. Its physical area is larger than the LAN but smaller than WAN. For example, cable TV network. Okay. Next is wide area network. So it refers to a computer network that spans a relatively large geographical area. Computers are connected to a wide area network through public networks such as telephone system. Right? So it transmits data through leased lines or satellites. Next one is some common network devices. So they are LAN card, hubs and switches, routers, modems. First, let's see what is LAN card. When you wanted to connect your computer through a network, it can be wired or wireless medium, you need a LAN card inside it. Next is hubs and switches. So they are like boxes through which computers, printers, and other networking devices are connected from one computer to another. Okay, then is router. It is a networking device used to connect and facilitate the transfer of information between two networks. It is used to transfer information between two networks. This is a router. Right. Next one is modem. You all know modem is modulator, demodulator. It is an electronic device that is used to connect your computer to the network via telephone line or wireless medium. What it does, it transmits analog signal received from a telephone line to the computer as a digital data, which can be understood by the computer. It can be external or internal modem. Internal modem, which is inside your computer; external, which is connected outside your computer. This is your internal modem and this is your external modem. Next, let's see how the data is transmitted through a network. Right? Data is transmitted over network in a form of signals through communication channel. So to set up this, we need two technologies. One is wired and another one is wireless networking technology. First one is wired networking technology. So in this, data is transmitted through a physical medium such as wire. So example, cable TV network or telephone network. There are different types of wires or cables to connect these connect computers through wired networking technologies. First one is coaxial, Ethernet and fiber optic cable. First one is coaxial cable. So it is a cable used for transmitting TV signals from the antenna to the TV sets. So your cable will look like this. First one is copper wire. Right? So it is surrounded by insulation that is surrounded by a braided wire or copper mesh we see. This is the outside shield or sheath we see. See? So what it does, the core means this copper wire carries the data signals. The braided mesh, this is the braided mesh or coaxial copper mesh, will absorb the electrical signals and distribute the data signals. Okay, it is very fast and it sets up only the small and big LANs. That is local area networks. Next is Ethernet cable. It is the most popular type of wired network cables. It connects devices on LAN such as computers, routers, hubs, switches, etc. It will have a jack in both the sides to connect your computer and the other device. So it is of two types, straight through cable, a crossover cable. Straight through cable is used to connect a computer to a hub or a switch. A crossover cable is a special type of cable that is used to connect two computers directly. Next is fiber optic cable. It is a technology that uses glass or plastic threads, that is fibers, to transmit data. It transmits messages onto light waves. What are the advantages of these type of wires? It has greater bandwidth over metal wires. It has less prone to interference, thinner and lighter than metal wires. Data transmitted in the digital form, not in the analog form. Need not be converted. So it can be transmitted through digital form. What are the disadvantages of these cables? They are expensive and more fragile. Next is wireless networking technologies. As the name indicates, it uses no wires or physical media for connecting computers. Instead, it uses electromagnetic waves, example infrared, microwave and radio waves, for transmitting data. Some commonly used wireless networking technologies are infrared, Bluetooth and Wi-Fi. Let's see one by one. Infrared. It allows computing devices to communicate via short range wireless signals. It works in the direct line of sight. What is the short range? For example, your TV remote or gaming remotes. Within that particular room to be used. Next is Bluetooth. It is a wireless protocol used to wirelessly link phones, computers and other network devices up to 30 feet or 10 meters. Compared to wireless, Bluetooth is much slower and it supports only the limited range. Fewer devices only it will support. For example, it supports Bluetooth printers, keyboards, cameras, mouse, headsets and mobiles. This network of devices connected through Bluetooth technology is called as Piconet. It is wireless fidelity. It is popularly used for homes, private business LAN and public hotspots. It uses radio waves to carry information. The router is connected to the internet by means of a modem within 200 feet or about 61 meters. So in a Wi-Fi network, computers with Wi-Fi network cards connect wirelessly to a wireless router. Right. So next is internet. Let's see what is internet. So as you know, it is a system of interlinked networks spread throughout the world. It provides all forms of information such as access to information, email, shopping, entertainment, education, online chat, downloading software, file transfer. Right. First is what is access to information? There are millions of websites available on internet. So it can be, you can take out whichever is required for you, right, through search engines. Next is email. Email is electronic mail in which you can send images, electronic messages through electronic mail. Next is shopping. So we have so many websites available to do online shopping, buy products or sell products. Entertainment. We can play online games, participate in quiz programs. You can download music. You can watch videos, movies, etc. Next is education. So nowadays there are multiple online courses offered. Okay, by an Indian university or in the foreign university, you can download any n number of thousands of education sites online. You can download information from that. Because online chatting, so there are so many online chat messengers are available. So you can meet new people, make new friends. You can get in touch with old friends also. So downloading software, you can download any innumerable softwares like games, music, videos, movies, educational materials, and others. So you can host your own software from the internet. You can, which is all open source or free. Because file transfer. So you can, using FTP, you all know file transfer protocol. We can upload files on remote servers, or you can download files from the remote servers. Next is cloud computing. What is cloud computing? Cloud computing is internet computing. The word cloud means internet. It is an internet-based computing, whereby shared resources, software, and information are provided to computers and other devices on demand. So you need not store it in your hard drives or in any other documents. You can store it in cloud. You can store your data in cloud with most secured way, in a most secured way. So what are the advantages of this? So you need not worry about hard drive crash, data corruption, hardware failure. So it can be accessed by anywhere in the world. It makes work more efficient and flexible, and it is economical also. Next is multimedia. It is a digital content that is created by combining multiple forms of communication mediums like text, images, audios, videos, animation, interactivity, etc. Example, a web page. Okay, a web page will contain text, images, audio, video, animation. You can interactive content also will be available. Right. So let's see what is this one by one. First is text. It is a primary and most widely used medium. Right. So it makes use of the written words of conveying ideas and presenting information on screen. Next is images. The still images like photographs, charts, illustrations, drawing, etc. are used for presenting information in visual form or in digital form, we see. So there are various formats for these digital images like .png. You must have heard about .png, .jpg, .gif, .bmp, .if. So these are the various formats. Which is the very popularly used format is .jpg. So these are full forms. PNG is portable network graphics, JPG is joint photographic experts group, GIF is graphics interchange format, BMP is Windows bitmap, TIFF is tagged image file format. Next is audio files. It refers to the sound coming from a recording, transmission, or electronic device. So there are various formats like .mp3, .wav are commonly used file formats of audios. So what is the full form? Moving Pictures Experts Group 3 is for MP3 and WAV from audio file format for WAV. Next is video files. So it refers to recordings or broadcasting of moving pictures. Right. So these are also having various formats like .avi, AVI, FLV, WMV, MOV and MP4. So these are the full forms of these abbreviations. Next, animations. So it is created by giving the illusion of movement to the inanimate still images. Right? It includes audios, videos, special effects. It is used in multimedia to add visual effects to it. So the file formats are .fla and .swf. There are various software used to create animations like Animation Pro, 3D Studio Max, Adobe Flash, 2P, Pencil 3D, etc. Next, interactivity. So it is a feature that makes it possible for a user to interact with the multimedia software, like gaming software, some web pages, multimedia players, etc. So you must have played games. That means you are making the objects move in the games, right? And some interactive web pages in which you can click and find the answer, something like that. So some next is multimedia players. So these are all interactive softwares. Next, applications of multimedia. So multimedia has a huge force in everyday life, right? So any type of information we receive through various mediums of communication, from television to magazines to web pages to movies, all these are composed of multimedia content, right? So let us look at some of the specific areas where multimedia content is playing a dominant role. So like advertising. So what it does, advertising, it is the biggest industry which use multimedia to send their messages to the masses. Through one type of media like radio or television. So using multimedia techniques, they can significantly make an item being advertised better received by the masses. It will give many times it will give greater results through multimedia. Next is movies and entertainment. So as you all know, movie industry use animation effects, 3D effects. So using this multimedia content, they will be showing you the virtual reality videos. Right. Next playing games. Next is education. So multimedia in education has been extremely effective in teaching individuals a wide range of subjects, right? So we can in science, if you see, so they will show you the 3D effect of images of a brain, human brain, right? And they will show you the videos. So all this educational videos is taken through multimedia. So interactive lectures, videos are also available nowadays, which is available online also, and it is coming as the CD also, right? Next, industry. So they are designing machines using CAD, that is computer aided designing. So they create design houses, buildings, bridges using 3D effects, using multimedia. Next, medicine and scientific research. So there are, in the field of medicine and scientific research, so this multimedia is used to simulate scientific models. So doctors are using multimedia to make surgeries, right? So they are simulating effects of drugs they are creating. Next is World Wide Web, right? So in what is World Wide Web? We are creating interesting and eye-catching websites in which we can play videos, songs, animations. You can send email, and you can do electronic transactions, etc.